You are tuned in to the Jdawg and
Asian Matt
Show.
I'm still
After
here!
years of playing together in bands and tons of late-night conversations, it was decided that it was only fair we repeat it all here.
Tonight on the Jdawg and Asian Matt Show, we're going to talk about a little segment called Why Did I Work There? Also, we'll hear some inspirational thoughts of the day. And we're going to call a couple people. We're going to call Rich, the short fuse, and maybe we'll give Leevis a call and see how he's doing on his vacation. And that's all today on Jdawg and Leevis and Asian Matt. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Been out riding fences for so long now. You're a hard one, I know you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy, she'll beat you, she's able. You know the queen of hearts is always your best bet. It seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones you can't get. Desperado, no younger. Your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. And freedom, well, freedom, that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. Hard to tell the nighttime from the day. Losing all your highs and lows, ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gates. Leave it raining, oh, there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You'd better let somebody love you before it's too late.
This just in. Asian Matt is upon us. Asian Matt in the studio. Podcast number 21, Jdawg and Asian Matt Show. Yes, Leevis. Asian Matt Show. Welcome to the Jdawg and Asian Matt Show. He's back, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here.
He's back. He is back. Had so much fun last week that I didn't really ask him. He kind of said, do you have anyone for next week? And I said no, and he said, I'll be there. So, here he is.
Here I am.
So that's fine. We have a lot going on tonight. A lot happened this week. People wanting to be on the show. We got a Chris Wicks short fuse tonight.
Sweet.
He said, at first he said he was just going to do 2 minutes of ranting about me, which would be fantastic, and I would take it. but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So we'll find out what he's going to be upset about. A couple other things. Well, Leevis is up in Lee. Everybody knows it's Lee. Why do I keep?
Wait a
doing
minute,
that?
I didn't decode that.
Leevis is up in Michigan. Last I heard, he was heading towards Traverse City. Then I saw a picture of him at Mackinac Island, and then he was in a bar with like 3 hookers. I don't know why he put that on Facebook, but go figure. But yeah, he's up there, and we might just give him a call and see what the heck he's doing at this moment.
Wow,
So,
multi-state.
Yeah, that's
show.
not a planned one. That is not a planned one.
That's nice. I like it.
So, Asian Matt, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Had a storm today. Saw some trees on houses.
It was a little stormy. I was in a large warehouse and was not aware that it was stormy outside. Now, it was a little stormy inside. I was in the bathroom.
Damn it, I was just going to say that.
And, you know, sometimes when I'm in there, you can't tell if it's thunder or if it's just me taking a dump. It's kind of the same.
Well, it doesn't help when you're yelling, "Bring the thunder!" and then you poop.
Which I do. And then somebody actually, they said, did you look outside and see the storms of death? So I ran to the window and I took a look, and sure enough, there was a storm of death outside.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
what did you see from the storm of death aftermath?
So I'm driving along and turned into this neighborhood, and the second turn on the street, I mean, there were limbs and branches and everything all over the place.
Arms and legs, right?
Arms and legs, limb. Yes. And
Bad storm.
and then I saw a large tree, like a large branch down, and so I pulled over to take a picture of it. And then the house next to it, a tree that was the size of the house was on top of the house.
Oh.
So then I called my wife and said, "Did a tree fall on the house?" And she goes, "No, why?" And then I told her the story, and she's like, "Now I'm going to worry about it. Thanks for calling." And I was like,
Well,
just check in.
that might be a blessing in disguise. Aren't you looking for a new house right now?
That's true. That's
I
true.
mean, that could come in real handy.
And then she also pointed out that if a tree did fall on the house, she should probably call me and let me know. And I was
probably.
like, that's a valid point.
You know, wife, children in a house, tree falling.
Right.
It'd be good if she called you.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
I don't want to bother you.
But
I
think
don't
about
wanna
it. You
bother
wouldn't even have to technically move because you just have a nice brand new house built
That's
right
true.
where yours is.
That's true.
So everybody out, Dad's got some chainsawing to do. That would be fantastic.
That would be. And then you're like, hey, you've got new everything.
So it's not really a move. You just kind of take everything out. They build it. You put it back in.
There you go.
So you just set it out in the yard for a couple weeks. You know, what is it, a week or two to build the house?
Oh, yeah, I'm
You
sure.
just throw it right back in there.
I think it's like 4 hours.
You know, kids grab a bag. Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Nice.
I hope a tree falls on your house.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
Thanks,
when's
Jdawg.
the next storm of death coming? So we can
I'm out sticking lightning
taken
rods
care
in the roof.
over here.
Yeah, come on, bring it. Bring
Mother
it.
Nature. Well, Christmas lights were traditionally put on to attract Santa.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
lightning rods are to attract Mother Nature.
Exactly.
So we could also, I think what would be cool though, because if you call the insurance company and you say it's a storm, they're going to send out investigators, they're going to send out inspectors, and they're going to look to make sure that it wasn't an accident.
Yes.
With the air
exactly.
quotes here,
Right,
big air quotes.
exactly.
And that it was indeed a storm.
Right.
They did that to my father when I called and said, you know, there were some shingles ripped off the roof. They went up there. He said he had to examine it to make sure I didn't pull them off. Okay, yeah, I went up and pulled 10 shingles off the roof.
Right,
And then
right.
called the insurance. If I did that, I'd have ripped a whole side of the roof off myself and threw it on the ground. Yeah, the storm did it. I don't know what you're talking about. We need a new roof. So they would send all those guys out, and then you'd probably be screwed.
Yes. Because now you have to pay to fix the house, and you're not getting insurance for it.
Right,
So.
you're not getting insurance. Let's forget that idea. Let's forget I said anything.
Bad idea.
So, what'd you do today? Did it storm?
It stormed.
And then on your way out here,
Oh, that's right.
you
yes.
called me when you're on your way to the studio, and you said there was a little traffic delay.
As I was talking to you, as you well know, I pulled up on an accident on the cornfields on the way here, and what the heck was the name?
I think you said Schwann's.
Schwann's.
A Schwann's refrigerated
truck that was on that had caught on fire, and I apparently missed it. But as I pulled up, someone was in the back of the ambulance, and the fire trucks were out there just spraying underneath the truck. And I'm like, holy crap, this freaking chicken Schwann's truck is on fire.
So instantly, Asian Matt gets out of his car and he pulls out $5, and he's trying to get a plate of fried chicken. Who's taking the money here? Who's taking the money? It
Exactly.
smells really good. So I wonder if there was chicken in the
Throw-
pan. That'd be interesting. It'd probably be a really good smell.
It probably, yeah. Throw some General Tao sauce on there, and it'd be great.
Isn't General Tao your uncle?
He is, Uncle Tao. He's fantastic.
Which, by the way, I never did find out this week if
Confusion.
It's actually, his name is Confusion.
Oh, Confusion.
See.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
that's his alias name, but we still believe that Confusion is your great uncle.
That's
We're going to try and call Rich from the Black Dog Radio Show one more time tonight. He apologized to me. He said he was in the shower when we called this time.
damn it.
And I said if you'd have answered, it would have been even better to talk to a naked big black dog, Rich, from the Black Dog Radio Show. Which, by the way, I'm wearing your shirt tonight, Rich.
That is true. I see it.
So you know. So you're actually sitting here staring at Asian Matt right now.
I am. I'm staring.
But I am not wearing the, and believe it or not, he does have these, and he's announced it on a show. He has people call in, and if you're a woman, you don't get a t-shirt. You get a Black Dog Radio Show thong.
Are you kidding?
And his face is right on the front. So, leave it up to Big Rich for the fantastic apparel ideas.
Yeah, no kidding. We need a Leevis thong with the... I'm not going to say where Leevis is going to be, but he probably needs to be somewhere.
And then you can print me on where the crack is. I'll be up in the crack. You won't see my face, but I'll be up in there somewhere.
Yours is on the inside.
And you know what? I wanted to point this out. We didn't even say anything last week about this. It happened. It took 20 podcasts to happen, but the first F-bomb was dropped on this podcast,
And amazingly enough, it was from Lee.
and it was from Leevis.
Leevis.
Yes, it was. So he dropped an MF. He was very excited to join the show, and wanted everybody to know he was here.
Yes,
and
yes.
and I thought, oh well, we're gonna have to edit that out. And then I thought again, no, you don't. No, because if the first one is dropped by Leevis, the man that never swears,
Yeah, no kidding.
then it's staying right where it is. Oh, that's fantastic.
And I thought, wow, Leevis, you're really growing up.
Well, let's go back a little bit here. Back in the day when the three of us all kind of started our relationship together, we were working for a school district. And we were computer technicians in a school district. And that's where the three of us got together, and we formed a bond, if you will. Mm-hmm. Sort of a male bonding situation. And then we became friends. And throughout that entire relationship we spent at the 6 years at that school district, Matt and I did everything we could to bring out the Lee that we knew was in Leevis.
Yes.
It was hidden deep. Jesus blocked a lot of it. He got in the way a lot of times and said, Leevis, think about what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
hanging out with Satan's disciples here. And he usually kept to himself, held his own.
He did. I did say one time that talking about dark sides, and we said something about Leevis's dark side. And I said he doesn't have a dark side; he has a mildly shady side.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And we have probably on 4 or 5 separate occasions reached the shadows of that mild side.
It's true.
And he would drop an occasional F-bomb or an S or throw them together. And every time he did, there would be off to the side, after Leevis would turn it on and walk away, there'd be a small fist bump between him and Asian Matt.
Yep. Like, we made him do it.
He's growing up. We're getting to him. So Leevis, you won't be missed. You will be missed tonight. Because I have a feeling you are not going to sneak in this time. Because
Are you sure?
Well, the pictures that I've seen of him in Michigan could be from last year.
That's true.
I'm going to keep my eye out to the left just throughout the evening, just in case. I'm going to have a sore neck by the end of the show. Because, boy, when he walked in, we were actually taking each other's shirts off at the time.
It's
You know,
true.
we didn't talk about it on the show or anything, so
Right,
it was
right.
pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
We
got to be comfortable with ourselves,
Yeah.
you know.
So, actually, tonight we just started naked. So, I may put a thong on a little bit, but right now,
Black dog thong.
pretty comfortable right
Yes.
now. The black dog thong.
Nice.
All right, so let's see. What do we got tonight? We have a new segment we wanted to bring up. Asian Matt and I wanted to bring this to the show, and it probably won't apply to Leevis because I think he's only had like 2 jobs in his life, maybe 3. But when you're talking about Asian Matt and Jdawg, we've worked in several places. Mm-hmm. So this is a segment called "Why Did I Work There?" And this could actually go on for years.
It could.
If you're thinking about
There
all
are
the jobs I've had.
countless stories.
Countless stories. Why did I work there? Well, I'm going to talk about, it was one of my first jobs after graduating. Let's see, there was the gas station, pimp, drug dealer. This is when I worked for Rent-A-Center.
And you're, what, 18?
Rent-A-Center. Maybe, no, I was older than that. I was 24. I was in high school until I was 23, so. So I guess, I wasn't really in high school.
That's right when I was getting out of 6th grade.
And it's exactly. And my wife just started a sippy cup. My Lord. Oh. So yeah, why did I work there? Why did I work at Rent-A-Center? Well, I'll tell you why I worked there. Because I needed a job.
That's a good reason.
And I went there and I was a delivery driver.
Okay. A
delivery driver for Rent-A-Center. You go to the house and whatever they have, you bring it in. Furniture.
Now, did you have to set things up? Like you had to...
Oh, yeah. I had to set things up. This is actually where my computer career started.
Nice.
Because we were actually renting computers.
I remember that.
And people paid by the week for a computer.
Idiots.
So I started setting up computers and stuff. But we would set up furniture, big screens. Whenever we delivered a big screen, it was always to the third floor of an apartment building.
Of course. With no elevator.
With no elevator,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I met my very good friend Captain Jim here. He actually stood up in my wedding. I stood up in his.
Oh, nice.
So Rent-A-Center served us both well. We each found a person to stand up in our wedding. Captain Jim and I would start out in the morning and get some black and mild cigars, about a gallon and a half of Mountain Dew, and take off down the road because you had to have energy for this job. So we would come in and get our orders. You have to deliver stuff and so forth. And that wasn't so much the eventful part of this job.
All right.
It's when I got the promotion.
Oh.
To account manager.
Okay.
Or repo man.
Nice.
Repo man without a gun and without police.
Sweet. What could go wrong?
Doesn't work very well. So, I became account manager. Now, I was in control of managing the accounts. You don't pay, I'm going to come get your stuff.
Right.
And so, people will come in and rent a lamp for $2.99 a week.
What?
Yes. And then not pay for a month. And then I had to go repo the lamp, and then we would file a claim against them for $12.98.
Wait, why in the hell would someone rent a freaking lamp?
Well, if you go to the store and the lamp's $9.99, and all
right.
you got is $3, and your apartment is dark as hell, you need a lamp, and I need it now. I'll get another $2.99 next week, but right now I got $3 to my name, and I can't see my hand in front of my face. So yeah, they would rent a lamp, but normally they would get the whole suite. They would get the furniture, they would get the lamp, the end tables, and all this would add up, and their bill would be like $278 a week. What? It's like a car payment 4 times a month.
Yeah, no kidding. What the hell?
So you can see what Rent-A-Center has done, and what they're still doing, is they have found a way to steal money from poor people and take advantage of poor America.
That's
because
exactly what they're doing.
Anybody in the middle class is not going to go to Rent-A-Center.
No.
They're going to just look for a cheap retail outlet and go buy a couch.
Right.
So, when people are down and out, you stab them. That's what this company does. And made a lot of money doing it. So anybody we're renting to, we know they're going to stop paying at some point.
Right.
And I would say 80% of them would stop paying at some point.
Oh, nice.
I would say a good 50% of them didn't pay the next week. So we would go out on Saturday mornings, and we would repo this stuff. A couple of the stories, a couple of my favorites. Lady, she was probably about 74 years old, rented a vacuum cleaner, probably at an approximate price of $7 to $8.99 a week.
Wow.
And she had it for about a month, and then she stopped paying.
Oh.
After 4 or 5 tries, I had to go get the vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
So I showed up at her apartment, banging on the door on a Saturday morning at about 9 o'clock. She answers the door. Ma'am, I'm from Rent-A-Center. My name is Jim. I'm here to get the vacuum cleaner. She says, you want the vacuum cleaner? And then just stares at me. That's not a good thing. I'd rather have them just start saying, get out of here, you can't come. No,
right.
You want the vacuum cleaner? So I thought for a second, and I said, yes, I do want the vacuum cleaner. So she said, just wait down at the bottom of the stairs. I'll go get it. I don't want you standing in front of my door.
Okay.
So I walk down the stairs, and these are stairs when you walk. It's kind of like a split-level apartment building.
Right.
You walk in, and there's like 6 stairs up and 6 stairs down.
Okay.
So I go down to the landing right by the door. She's 6 stairs up.
Okay.
Here she comes, and she's taking 1 stair at a time, coming down, carrying the vacuum cleaner. I could have helped her,
Right.
but she was mean. So I let her come all the way down with the vacuum cleaner. Then I'm standing by the lower set of the stairs that goes down, and she says, "Here's your vacuum cleaner, and don't ever come here again." Slams it into my chest, and I go flying down the stairs backwards.
Are you kidding?
I crack my head on the floor, and as she's walking up the stairs, says, "Serves you right," and goes back in her apartment. And I'm laying there, and the guy that was with me didn't know whether to laugh or see if I was okay.
Right.
So he made the right decision. He laughed first. He's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. I hit my head pretty hard." And we go back to the store, and they said, "Do you want to file a complaint? Do you want to file charges?" I'm like, "No, she's 78.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go through all that." So
Wow.
that was a good one. I got beat up by a 78-year-old woman. And then I got 2 other stories from there. The next one, we had to repo a television, a 19-inch television that wasn't paid for 2 months.
Oh.
So I went with one other guy, and he was...
This is back in the CRT days, right?
Oh, yeah, CRT
Yeah,
days,
yeah.
absolutely. This
All
was 96, 95.
Right.
So there were no
Right.
flat screens yet.
Right. Okay.
So I went with a gentleman by the name of Vernon Davis. And Vernon was probably about a 55-year-old black man with half an afro. And because he was kind of balding, but he just refused to stay bald, so he let it go. So I don't even know what you'd call that. I mean,
Right.
I can do it, but it just...
Bald fro?
Yeah, bald fro. So I say that because the end of the story will make it fitting that you know that information. So we go up to the apartment. Lady opens the door, and she's a large, kind of like Aunt Jemima black woman.
Okay.
She had the muumuu on. She had the headband. And she says, "You're both here to get the damn TV, aren't you?" And Vernon he was more of an experienced account manager.
Right.
So he kind of stepped in front and said, "Ma'am, yes, we are. We're here to get it. If you just give it to us, we'll be out of your way, and this will be over, and I'll cancel the account." And she's like, "Well, you can come in, but his white ass can't." And Vernon looks at me and shrugs his shoulders, and I'm like,
All right.
"What do I do?" And so he goes in, and he gets the television. I'm standing out there. I'm like, "Well, I can't go in. I
Right.
was specifically told."
Yep.
And he comes out, and as he's facing me and she's behind him, he's kind of laughing. And he's looking at me smiling. So I start laughing now, but she can see me.
Right.
So she reaches behind the door and grabs a baseball bat and swings it at Vernon.
What?
Misses him, hits the door jamb. And then that's the only time she swung it. But then she
Right.
put the bat down and she said, "I don't know what your white ass is laughing at." And then she turns to Vernon and says, "And you with the nappy ass fro." And then I just lost it. And then there was just a bunch of screaming. And she's like, "You guys need to get the hell out of here." And it was screaming, yelling. We ran out the door, and we just laughed all the way back to the main office.
Oh my god.
And from that day on, I always told him he had a nappy ass fro. So that was a good one. That was a good one. Rena Center gave me plenty of good stories. The final story is the reason I quit Rena Center.
Oh.
Yes. I was at 3250 West Superior in Chicago, Illinois.
Are you sure about that?
They call this the West Side.
Okay.
Now, it's not the South Side. The South Side of Chicago is like Detroit. It looks like a war zone.
Yes.
This isn't a war zone. It's just full of drug dealers and guns.
Wow.
A little better.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
upscale than the South Side.
Right.
I was working out of the Niles office.
All right.
I was helping out. So I drove out to Niles, and I got together with a guy I'd never met before. He was a driver, and we had to deliver a washer and dryer. And I said, "I'll help you out."
Okay.
So I'm just getting to know this guy. We're in the truck. I'd never met him before, and we're just talking. And we're down about 3250 West Superior. I won't forget because of what happened. We're looking for the address, and all of a sudden I hear this horrendous sound off the side of the van. And I look over at the passenger mirror, and it's gone. Because somebody shot the van.
Are you kidding? Holy crap.
I knew exactly what it was,
Uh,
and it looked like it had just grazed the side and went straight forward and hit the passenger mirror. So I
Holy
floor
shit.
out of there. I go about 5 blocks away. I see a police officer. I pull over to the side of the road. I tell him what happened. We get out and we look, and for sure enough, you can tell it was probably a small caliber rifle. I don't care.
right.
It was a
right.
rifle.
It was, yeah.
And maybe a 22 or something. And it hit the side, and you could see where it shattered the mirror. And he's like, "Are you guys okay? Did anybody get hurt?" We're like, "No, we're fine. It's just the mirror." And he's like, "All right." And he left. I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess that's how we do things down here. As long as everybody's okay." And then as we're driving back to the Niles store, the guy next to me says, "That's the 3rd time I've been shot at this job."
What?
And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "It's part of the job." I'm like,
you make $8 an hour. It's not part of the job. It's not part of my job.
Right.
And I eventually quit after I got shot at a rent
Holy
center.
crap.
The thing was, I wasn't even repoing.
Right. You're
I
just
was delivering a washer
Yeah.
and dryer.
Oh, man.
So crazy. There you
Wow.
go. That's it. Why did I work there?
Why did you work there? Who knows?
I'll tell you why, so I can tell these stories. So thank you for letting me share my rent-a-center stories with you. Donde rent-a-center? Oh, I forget the lingo. I probably should have found the jingle and played it for you, but I don't have it. So, anyways, you have a place.
I have stories.
Of why did you work there?
Yes. So, a long time ago, I worked at the good old Ihop.
IHOP.
Yes. I started in Milwaukee.
Wait a minute. Didn't you talk about IHOP and Ike in a previous podcast?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And this was actually the exact same Ihop that Ike worked at.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance, go back to Asian Matt's first podcast. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. You want to hear the Ike story. Go
Yes,
ahead.
you do. That's just one of many. So, I'll tell you one of my favorite stories from IHOP. I worked third shift in Milwaukee, and
Third shift. What exactly is third shift?
11 to
for
7.
people? 11 to 7.
11 at night till 7 in the morning.
Yeesh.
And you get the 2 to 3:30 bar rush, which was always fun.
Everybody's drunk.
Everybody's drunk. Everyone's an idiot. Countless fights, and we'll just say couples things happening
Oh.
in the restaurant.
Well done.
It was a regular occurrence, but the one that really sticks out was on
Just so you know, my wife has just brought into the studio, in honor of Asian Matt, we have an Asian salad and a sampling of her famous Asian meatballs.
famous.
First time tonight.
Wow, nice.
Oh, okay, so it's the first time she ever made them.
But homemade teriyaki sauce.
Really?
Homemade
Wow.
teriyaki sauce. So as we're talking about a restaurant story,
All right, yeah.
she brings in your Asian meatballs. Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Nice.
We'll dig into those after, in a little bit here.
Yeah.
We'll take turns talking and eating the Asian meatballs.
Wait a minute.
Actually, they kind of look like Asian meatballs. All right, we'll get to that in a moment. Anyways, we're
All right,
back to
anyways,
IHOP.
back to IHOP. Third shift, Friday night, busy as hell. It's probably about 2:30 in the morning. Bar rush is just starting to thin out.
Well, now I would imagine in Madison, that is
Milwaukee.
University of Wisconsin.
It was Milwaukee.
Oh, this is Milwaukee.
This is Milwaukee. I did
Oh,
work in Madison.
That's right, you did work in Madison.
I,
Okay.
Yeah, I worked.
Forget I said
places.
anything.
Yes, no problem. So, so it's about end of bar rush. Things are thinning out, and there's this waiter named Chris, and he was this big black guy, nicest guy in the world, but he was monstrous. I mean, he was huge.
All right.
And at the time, I believe I was the assistant manager there, and so the night's winding down. He comes over to me. There's still a lot of people in the restaurant though, but he comes over, and he's laughing, and he's just laughing so hard he's crying. And but he's just standing in front of me, and I'm like, "What? What's going on?" And he's pointing to the back of the restaurant. He's just pointing, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" And he couldn't stop laughing, and he's just pointing to the back. So I'm like, "All right." So I go
geez.
back there. So I go back in the back, which we called Torp. So the back end of IHOP. If you're in an IHOP, and the A-frames, the old ones, and you got a little small section in the back room. It's called Torp for torpedo room, believe it or not, because the kitchen was called the galley, and respective to where the galley was, that was the torpedo room, so they called it Torp.
All right.
Anyways,
The Torp.
the Torp. And so I go back there, and there's this table full of, it was a 6-top, and there's a table full of 6 college girls, and they're all laughing hysterically.
Oh.
And again, they're just crying. They're laughing so hard. And I'm standing at the table, and they're all like just laughing. I'm like, what happened? And they're all pointing out the window. And
Everybody's pointing and not
everyone's
talking.
just pointing, and because no one can talk. And then, so I'm looking out the window, and I don't see anything. And then the girl that was closest to the window is like pounding on the window. She's like, no, look at the window. And so then I look at the window, and what I see on the outside of the window is male ejaculation.
Now, wait a minute. At first glance, you knew
what it was.
It
yeah.
was male ejaculation.
It was white, and it was kind of running down the window.
I'm just saying, you have a very keen eye.
That's true. So after a few minutes,
God.
and everyone settled down.
I just threw up a little.
After everyone settled down, finally the girls told me what happened. As they're sitting there eating their pancakes or whatever they were having, and some college kid just walks up to the window, whips out his thing, and starts masturbating in front of them. And he's just standing outside in the front of the window at IHOP, just masturbating.
Well, it's kind
And so then I said...
of like a free booth. Didn't have to put any money in.
No.
There they are.
And so I said, why didn't you come say anything? And the girl closest to window goes, we wanted to see him finish.
That's Of course they did.
Of course. I mean, why not?
Another round of orange juice and pancakes, please. This might be a minute. And I wouldn't doubt if one of them pulled out a boob to help the situation
Probably
along there.
not. I did not see any of that, but I wouldn't doubt it.
So did you go out and clean it up?
So no, that was the second best part of the evening. So we all laughed. We're like, oh my God. All this, all about it. We talked about it. And then I went back to the busboy and I'm like, go clean the window.
Did he get extra tips?
No, he didn't. So, but he did.
Get yourself a squeegee.
What he did is he just hooked up the hose and dragged it out there and stood back and just hosed it off. He's like, I'm not touching that. I'm like, I don't blame you.
Now we know that stuff's waterproof, right? Oh man.
So
makes me wanna go to IHOP.
2:30 in the morning.
Can I get a seat outside, please? Seat for two?
Can I sit in the viewing booth?
Well, I'm going to have you... I'm sure there's another IHOP story.
Oh, there's many.
So give me another one, and while you're doing that, I'm going to go over and grab these Asian meatballs and put them on the table in front of us.
All right, very
'Cause they're
good.
just staring at me.
They are.
I mean,
They are.
I've had Asian balls staring at me all night, but these look delicious.
I should get my foot off the table then.
Continue.
So, the next IHOP story, which there's so many to pick from, I can tell about the naked girls knife fighting in the bathroom. So, wow, that looks good.
The naked girls fighting in the bathroom?
Yeah, well, they weren't actually naked, but they're close to being naked. So, in Milwaukee, I worked on the east side, which is on, what the hell street was that? Locust. Not Locust. Whatever. I can't even remember the street I worked on. But anyways.
Well, now I'm not going to understand the story.
I know.
Oh,
So the east side, the downtown, and the west side IHOPs. Downtown was pretty much in the ghetto. Not all the way in the ghetto.
hold on. In the ghetto. You got to do it.
In the ghetto.
You got to do it.
So it was actually not too far. I don't know if you know where Marquette University is.
No.
Okay, very good. But it was not too far from there. And whatever happened, the manager quit, got fired. I don't know what happened, but I had to fill in.
All right.
So again, third shift. I'm in
Everything on third shift.
It always happens on third shift. Night's over. All the bar people went home. So I'm sitting back in the office and I'm, counting money or doing whatever I'm doing. And the bathrooms, like the wall to the bathroom was on the other side of the office. So I'm sitting there in the office and I hear this bam, bam, bam against the wall. And I listened for a second and I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then I went back to what I was doing. And then a second later, bam, bam, bam on the wall again. And so I'm like, all right. So I get up and I walk out of the back. And the second I open the door, the busboy just flies past me and slams open the girls' bathroom door. And I am not joking. There are two black girls in there. One of them in bra and underwear, and the other one in just her underwear, no bra, topless. Both with big kitchen knives in each other.
What?
And one's got her like trying to stab, and then the
Like
other
knives from the kitchen?
not our kitchen.
Oh, okay.
But they were big kitchen knives, like
Okay.
those kind of knives.
My lord.
And so they're both like,
I guess before conceal and carry, that's what you did.
that's what you did. So they both are like trying to stab each other, but they both have their free hand stopping the other person from stabbing. And so they're both like going like this, like fighting, and they're knocking up against the wall, and that's what I heard. And so I look at the busboy and I go, "You take the one on the right." And so he jumps in there and just tackles the one on the right. And I run in, and the girl that was against the wall, I grabbed her arm with the one with the knife in her hand. And so now she was behind me, though. But I had her arm kind of pulled out.
No, wait a minute.
All right.
How much did you make there?
Not enough for that. That's called being young and stupid.
But you cared. You didn't want to see anyone get
I didn't
hurt.
want to see them get stabbed.
That's why I like you, Asian man. You just care about people.
That's true.
Oh, okay. So here you
So-
are. You're holding the knife. You're holding her hand.
So she's behind me. So she's between me and the wall. The other girl is on
Which
the
is
floor.
normally a good thing.
That's true. The other girl is on the floor with the busboy on top of her, and he's got her hand with the knife, and so they're like wrestling around on the ground, and I see him like shaking her hand, and then she drops the knife.
Okay.
So I still got the girl, between me and the wall, and I got her hand with the knife, and so I'm squeezing her arm as hard as I can, and then I twist it, and then she drops her knife.
Gotcha.
But before she dropped her knife, I'm slamming her against the wall too. I'm with my back, I'm like pushing her on the wall.
All right.
They both dropped the knives. All right, fine. So I reach down, like I still got her arm. I reach down, pick up the other girl's knife, or the girl that I was wrestling with. I pick up her knife, and then the busboy grabs the other knife and just kind of like whips it out of the bathroom so it's out of reach. And we both stand up, and then the busboy, who was black also, he's like, "What the F is going on?" And they start yelling at each other like, "This bitch," and blah, 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 and this and that. And then here's the craziest part of this whole story. They both went into the two girls' stalls, grabbed their clothing, got into the same car, and left.
Without the knives.
Without the knives.
Oh, it was just a misunderstanding.
Oh, yeah. So, and then actually, I found out later, like 2 or 3 weeks later, one of the cooks had heard this happen, and then it turns out he knew someone who knew one of the girls.
Oh.
And so what happened is they were in the bathroom stalls changing, and the one girl tried to steal the other girl's clothes from like underneath the stall.
So we pull out our kitchen knives.
So they both happen to have these big freaking kitchen knives, and then they both start trying to stab each other.
My lord.
That was fantastic.
So no, knives don't kill people. But it makes it a little easier.
That's true.
Let's not get into that debate. Oh my lord. Yeah, so you were making like $8.95 an hour and you went through all that.
I know. That was stupid. But
Yeah, so they probably, do you remember when you came out here and I did the brakes on your car? I think we talked about that the one time.
Yeah.
And you came out and I had the tire on, but I did not have the valve stems all lined up evenly around the car. And you pulled that steak knife on me. And you got really mad and started waving around. I'm like, whoa, whoa. And then I fixed it and you're like, all right, we're good.
Well, that's where I learned it from,
Yeah,
you know. Yeah.
exactly. So that makes complete sense now. All right, so now we're going to... That is, why did I work there?
We should have a theme song to that.
We should. Let's do one. Why did I work there? There you go. That's perfect. All right, so now we're going to do another segment, and it's called Let's Try These Asian Meatballs.
I think I'm going to like this segment.
Live here on the air. Now, I'll have you know, I have a plate with 3 balls on it, and
That looks weird.
my wife only gave Asian Matt 2. I don't know if that technically means anything, if I have more balls than Asian Matt.
I don't get it. But let me tell you, the presentation is beautiful.
It is.
Should we take a picture
Yeah,
of
why
that?
don't you take a picture of that?
All right.
Now, my presentation is probably better because it's actually on a dinner plate. But Asian Matt, being the guest, got 2 kitty cups. One with an Asian salad in it and one with an Asian meatball in it. Well, 2 Asian meatballs. So in honor of Asian Matt, we're going to try these.
All right.
It's
Let's
actually
give it
her
a go.
first time at it.
Let's give it a go.
There was a bull in the backyard when I got home.
Wait a minute. Why do I have 2 again?
That's a pretty good meatball.
That's good meatball. It's meaty. It's a little tang of something.
It's teriyaki.
Tangy teriyaki.
Not real spicy. Not spicy at all.
No, not spicy at all, but it's good.
And of course, it's on fried rice. Rice. Sorry, that's a meatball in my mouth. Now I'm going to go after the salad here.
Well, I'm still working on my balls here.
Salad is definitely Asian-y. That's a word, right?
It is Asian-y. Hold on.
So yeah, we're doing.
Now, the salad seems to have these little crouton-y things. I don't know what you call those.
They're kind of like fried Fritos. Wait a minute, baked Fritos.
Oh, those are really good.
Yeah, this is definitely a Food Network segment here.
This is kind of like if you ever had wonton happiness at
At the Golden Touch Spa in Rockford, Illinois.
No.
which is closed, by the way.
Is it? Dang it.
I think it's like a get your cashier for your car title place now.
No, Sweet Tomatoes. Have you ever gone to Sweet Tomatoes?
Yes.
This is like the wonton happiness salad at Sweet Tomatoes.
Wonton happiness salad.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say I've ever had it. That's
No,
sweet.
yes, you have, because it's right there what you're eating.
Well, now I have.
Now you have.
That Sweet Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we go there, I'm excited. Huge salad bar.
Uh-huh.
Like 6 or 7 soups ready to go. Mac and cheese and pasta. And then a sundae bar.
How can you lose
What
that
could
now?
go wrong?
Yeah.
But every time I leave there, I'm like, eh.
Really?
Yeah. It's just, it was good, but I don't leave as excited as when I got there. I don't know what it is with that place, but we keep going because
like the
I
golden
live
touch.
for that first 5 minutes. This is actually a very nice little meal here.
Yeah. Wow.
And because I'm not getting paid, and I'm not on a major network,
I just said.
I can eat. Yes, you did. Well,
Yeah.
I can eat live on the show
Mm-hmm.
and not care. So here, let me get one more smack of this meatball here and show you just how. Go.
Oh, yeah. Man, you're really enjoying that.
No. Oh, nothing like hearing someone else eat.
I bet the people on the other end listening can practically taste it because it's so descriptive.
Yes, they can. I'm gonna actually slide this over here. I'm gonna finish it at the end of the show. If I have to heat it up a little bit. That is fantastic.
That was really good.
Wife,
Miss Jdawg, fantastic.
sweet job.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
We'll definitely be diving in that. We might even, because as we said, we're naked.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try one off of your chest.
Okay.
And just kind of
That's it.
smear. Well, it's a family show.
Well, we'll do some ball diving
Not
later
go
on
into
that.
too much detail. Well, we got a couple of calls to make tonight. First one I want to make sure we get in is the Short Fuse by Chris Wicks.
Yes, I'm excited.
So let me see. He's sitting there waiting for the call. Let me see if I can get him on the phone here. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Wicks with the Short Fuse, talking about everything and nothing all at once. Chris Wicks! I'm sorry, Chris, I can't hear you over the audience.
Jdawg!
What's up, Chris Wicks?
It's been a few months,
It has been a few months.
hasn't it?
Well, maybe not a few months.
Well, prior to my vacation, which we'll be talking about very shortly.
Oh, you did have a vacay.
Oh,
We,
nice.
Mm-hmm.
see, the cool people call it a vacay.
A vacay. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a vacay for the first time in 7 years. And,
Wow.
yeah, with my son and my girlfriend and her kids, and it was really, really good.
Well, where'd you
Really
go?
good. I needed it. Went to Florida.
Florida. What part of Florida?
I went to Orlando, and then we went to the East Coast, which would have been probably about 15, 25 minutes south of Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa
Satellite
Beach.
Yep.
I have a story about Cocoa Beach.
You do?
No, I dated a girl named Coco, and she was a beach. There you go. I'll be here all night,
But
ladies
I'm
and gentlemen.
fine.
Well, for another 30 minutes or so. So,
Well, we can talk about all this happy stuff. You and I can talk about the fun on the vacation and all the fun stuff, maybe off the show.
well, the most important thing tonight is you have something to talk about. You have something to rant about, something that's been bugging you.
Yeah, I definitely have something to rant about. Totally.
All right,
I want to talk about the people that pissed me off at the airport.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Here we
That's
go.
what I want to talk about.
So that's so during the
Because I
this
figured I was
happened-
safe on a Saturday morning at 6 a.m. I didn't think I'd have any business guys, any crap going on.
So this actually happened during your Florida vacay.
It happened on the way. It
Right.
happened when we got to the airport.
You're getting upset already. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Yeah.
What we're going to do, what we do with Chris Wicks here is we give him 2 minutes of uninterrupted ranting, and he blows the short fuse here. So I'm going to count down, and when I say go, you got 2 minutes, and we're not going to say a word. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn the mics off,
Nice.
and
Yeah,
you are on the
you
floor.
better.
We're gonna have to, after 2 minutes though, if you're out of control, we're gonna try and calm you back down and bring you back down to earth. Though.
Well, good luck trying to stop me.
All right.
You can try.
Well,
All right.
here we go. Chris Wicks, short fuse, everybody, in 3, 2, 1.
All right, let me start off by saying I really don't mind traveling or being at the airport. It's really a little bit of lugging your crap around, right? A lot of waiting and probably far more human interaction than anyone is comfortable with. So why am I pissed? I'm going to tell you why. The people who don't watch where they're walking, who usually happen to be the same people that slam their luggage into you, right? Right. Hey, business guy, so you're on the phone talking to Bill about the $9 million expansion deal, or you're talking to your wife about the medicine to give the kids. I really don't care. Fine. I know we all have lives that don't stop while we're traveling. You know what? You know what we also have? We have eyes, ears, and the ability to get out of everyone's way. Right? Go to the side and make your business deal, Mr. Business Guy. Wait for it. Do it in your seat while you're waiting for 2 hours. I don't care. Your flight was probably delayed for 2 hours anyway. If it needs to be done right now and you're running late for your flight, how about an excuse me, sir, or a zigzag around me, as I've managed to get to the airport with plenty of time to board my flight. Everyone is selfish. I'm selfish, but I shouldn't need to wear shin protectors because you're flinging around your suitcase on wheels, and I shouldn't have to move 12 feet to my left because you've chosen the airport to teach your kids how to walk. Have a little respect for others. Let's talk about the crew members who are on a power trip. You're not air cops. You're not even authority figures. Some of you, you know who you are, need to take it down a notch and relax. Let's talk about the people that bum rush the front of the plane as soon as you freaking land. Yeah, like in Orlando. These are usually the same people that end up a row or two in front of where they were sitting before someone cuts them off. Dude, relax. We're all getting off the plane within the next 15 minutes, unless you have a connecting flight that's leaving right now, which is 90% of you idiots. You don't have a connecting flight. Wait like everyone else. Wait. Just wait. Last but not least, the over-exaggerators. This is the worst. This is the worst. And it happened. And it freaked my kid out. When you hit turbulence, some people are so scared of flying, and I don't fault them for that. What I do fault them for is working everybody up into a frenzy. The second you hit some turbulence, just know that there are probably 20 or 30 other people on the plane that are scared out of their mind. And you're over there yelling, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Is that enough to set them off? Really? My kid freaked out. These are the things that upset me. Being completely honest, the power trip crew members that I talked about, you know, the disgruntled employees, they're actually the least frequent. It's the idiots around them. It's the people that you stand next to. It's the people that you sit next to.
And I agree.
I've run into all these gems. And for that
Whoa,
reason, I say
hold on.
get your crap together at the airport and on the plane. It'll make for a better experience for
Asian man,
everyone.
I can't stop him.
I'm done.
It's true.
He's out there. He's gone. We've
Nice.
lost him. Oh, that was beautiful.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I let it go on for almost 4 minutes. I wanted to hear everything. Oh my
It's
gosh!
ridiculous.
No, I haven't flown in a while,
Jake,
but I agree with all of
Be
it.
safe going to Midway Airport, getting up at 3:30 in the morning, getting a ride to the airport, nice and kitsch. It's so peaceful in the morning, drinking my coffee, looking at my phone like everybody else does.
Oh well, at
driving
least
on
you
the tollway.
made it to Florida though.
Well, I did.
That's true.
But it was my son's very first flight. He's a little nervous, so I got to be on point for him. And everything that I explained to you happened. That happens to everybody.
Apparently, it sounds like he's underwater right now. The whole rant was perfect, but now all of a sudden he decided to get in a hot tub and go underwater.
Or he put a fan in front of himself.
Did you put a fan in front of yourself? I think we might have lost him.
I think we might have lost him.
I'll tell you what, he put 2 fans in front of him tonight. That's me and Asian Man.
I'm a big fan.
Oh, Chris, we somehow or another we lost you. I'm just going to turn that down there, but I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless.
That was incredible.
It was perfect. It was right on.
Yeah, nice.
Well, thank you, Chris. he dove into the hot tub and just drowned. We just lost Chris Wicks live on the radio. So, next podcast we'll be giving out the funeral and the wake details. I'm sure we'll get some of that information in. Oh my lord! Well, I'm glad it didn't cut out during the rant.
Yeah, that was like perfect timing for that.
That was perfect.
That was
timing.
good. It's good.
Chris, I thank you,
Thank you.
and I bid you adieu.
Adieu.
I didn't even get to play his outro.
Oh, damn it!
I should do it
Still
anyways.
Play
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah, play it anyways.
Let's do here. See, the song that we chose is Van Halen on Fire.
Ah,
I know,
good song.
It's copyright infringement. What are you going to do?
You know.
All right, let's do an outro for him. Oh, well, I clicked on the wrong song. We could use this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You just heard Chris Wicks on the Jdawg and Asian Matt Show. And Leevis. Chris Wicks is one sexy mother... oyster. Thank you, Chris. We'll talk to you soon. That was pretty good.
That was nice. Nice.
That's the way, when you click the wrong button, that's the way to just edit that right into the show.
I feel like getting in my 1973 Impala right now.
Well, you know what? With all of that, and as inspirational as he is, that just gives me an idea.
What's that?
Inspirational thought of the day.
Oh.
Here on the Jdawg and Leevis Show. And now, on the Jdawg and Leevis Show, Inspirational Thought of the Day.
Just like those super snazzy litter boxes, your vagina is actually self-cleaning, which means that there's no need to get all up in there with scented products or washes. Instead, just scrub-a-dub-dub around the area with a little bit of soap and water, and you're good to go. So let me hear it, ladies. No more douchebags. No more douchebags.
This has been another Inspirational Thought of the Day on the Jdawg and Leevis Show. And there you go. Inspirational thought of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man,
No more douchebags.
I don't think I've ever heard a comparison between a vagina and a cat box.
Well, podcast 21.
There you
We
go.
just did. Cleans itself, they say.
Wow.
I don't know what. I don't have a lot of experience with that.
No, I don't know.
But-
I was not aware.
There you go.
Yeah. Huh.
I wish I could say the same for us. Thing
Not
doesn't-
only is the show entertaining, but also you learn things.
you learn things. You learn things. All right. Well, we got a couple other things to do in the show that I want to squeeze in. We may not get to some stuff, but I do want to see if we can get a hold of Leevis.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see if we can call him up there in the northern woods.
The Nort.
In the Nort. Let me take a look here. I know I have his number in my phone somewhere. Let's see. It's speed dial. It's under sexy mother. Oh, here we go. See if we can get him live.
Does he know we were calling?
He thinks we might.
Sweet.
What?
Oh, well, there you go. Leevis!
Leevis, ladies
What?
and gentlemen. Yay!
Leevis live from Michigan, Illinois. Oh, be easy on us, though,
I think
Leevis.
that's near-
We just got off the phone with Chris Wicks, and it was very entertaining.
Holy cow.
And it was funny because the whole rant went perfect, and then we lost him at the end.
Oh. Did he just go trailing off?
He kind of went underwater. You'll hear it. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
do listen to the show once in a while, right?
Occasionally. I mean, only when I have to. It's usually because my wife is listening to it.
Ah.
So she is a huge fan of Asian Matt.
Well, I'll tell you, you missed a good one tonight, my friend. We were.
What do you mean, miss?
You missed the in-studio delivery of the Asian meatballs.
That's true. Since
What?
I was here, Mrs. Jdawg brought down a plate of rice, Asian salad, and Asian meatballs. And I was like, I bet Leevis does not get Asian meatballs when he's on the show.
Well, not when he's on the show.
I don't even get Asian zing.
Oh, so how's Michigan treating you there, Leevis?
Michigan is fantastic. We leave tomorrow morning at stupid o'clock, and but yeah, we have had fantastic weather. It's been beautiful. The black flies only come out for about 10 hours a day.
Oh,
so, you know,
good,
that's
good.
kind of nice.
What about
Yeah.
what about the white flies?
Then did they
What
start
are
fighting?
you? What are you, a racist?
Oh no, I'm just trying to cover all the bases here.
We're equal opportunity flies here.
Do they get in? Do they have like a 3-way turf war with the triad flies?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, but the real question. Go ahead.
You have to. Oh, I was going to say you have to kill them with Asian meatballs.
And they're hard to hit. I mean, you got to shoot 3 inches in front of them.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't aim right at them. You'll miss them every time.
Exactly.
Well, the main question here, and I think what all the listeners are wondering, I mean, as much of a pro you are here in Illinois at what you do, in Michigan, were you able to tag any hookers? I know you're not near Detroit, so it's a challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. I really tried, especially today. About 2 hours. I spent the last 2 hours at a campfire.
So you only got 3
and having a good time. But I don't think unless I don't know, maybe one snuck up on me. But I really don't think that the
man, I hate it when a hooker sneaks up on you. Oh man, I like to know they're coming. I like them in front of me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's actually a good point though, because I probably wouldn't even know if one did, because you nor Asian Matt were here to point them out to me. So I suppose it's possible.
I mean, when I go to Michigan, I don't see a lot of Greek people.
Right.
It's just not where they vacation, so you're
and
lost,
I'm not
man.
one to ask. Yeah, I'm not one to ask. So.
So you're coming back tomorrow. You'll be here for the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can be back on schedule.
Well, if you hurry up tomorrow, there could be a mini Hans.
Oh gosh, I don't know if we can be that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, there can't be because I'm going on vacation tomorrow.
Oh, you!
But you can go to Mini Hans without me.
I'm taking.
I'll go with you, Leevis.
That's right.
Sweet. I was going to say I'm going to take all the nice weather out of Michigan with me.
And I will tell you that drummer Dirk has been bugging me all week to get over there.
Good.
So drummer Dirk will definitely show up with you.
Is his name really Dirk?
It's drummer Dirk.
It is.
Like Dirk Diggler?
Is your name really Asian Matt? Well, I have seen him, and there is a comparison to Dirk Diggler.
A big comparison.
Are you a superstar, Dirk?
I'm not quite that old school. I assumed you meant like Dirk the Daring from the Dragon's Lair game. And he does kind of have that. He kind of has that jawline.
Nope.
But
and
I
a
don't
shiny
know about
metal helmet.
No, when you got Asian Matt in the studio, you know we're going right to the male porn star, Dirk Diggler.
Oh yeah, that was
right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know where you're going with your children's books.
Oh, it's funny you should say that. Asian Matt is the reason that I have seen Boogie Nights. I'm just going to put that out there. So
7 times.
He told me that it was very important to my, education. And
it was a inspirational piece on the time period of the 70s that brought social and economical issues to light.
Thank you for clearing that up.
I was going to say, you can't even say that with a straight face.
I was trying.
Because I just thought it was about big giant schlongs and sex. I missed that message. Oh, but that's just another home movie with Leevis. Anyways.
Exactly.
Well, you seem to be not very busy right now. So did your family leave you, or?
Yeah. Yeah. I sent them away. So.
Oh. So you did put the show first for once.
Nice.
For all this show does for you, you need to do that more often.
And all the money you make on this show.
Why do you think I picked up after like one ring?
It's them.
Yeah, I was like, get out, scatter, serpentine, run.
Oh, well, we did a new segment tonight also called "Why Did I Work There?"
Oh,
and you'll have to take a listen to it, but it's a good thing you're not included because we said you only had like 2 jobs in your life.
Right.
So.
There was the monastery and.
I could add to the why did I work there? Maybe not as colorfully as you guys.
Well, no, I think when you tell it, it's actually your old boss saying, "Why did he work here?"
Yeah.
And this is the segment with Lee's old bosses saying, "Why did he work here?"
Yeah, that happened.
It'll come up again. It was a good segment.
Yeah.
Went over well.
Yeah, I thought so.
All of the live listeners
yes, everyone
enjoyed it tonight. Did I mention that we're doing this live?
What?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Live in the basement. Live is for suckers.
Pre-recorded live.
So, okay, so hang on. Is Asian Matt drinking my Honey Jack again?
No.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Come on.
You know, this is a nice glass,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't even say I love to fart on it.
No, it says
Man, you leave for 1 week, and the whole place just, like, goes to hell.
read what my glass says, Asian Matt.
Cheat day. Hashtag cheat day. And mine says hashtag just breathe.
So
I'm not sure what that
okay.
means.
Yeah,
well,
what
if you
does
think of last week, it was cheat day, and
That's
Leevis
true.
had to just breathe, and we got through it. So these glasses are very fitting for tonight's show.
Yes.
And that corduroy chair has never been happier. He is just rubbing it, and
Can I lean back in it
Yeah.
again?
1972 cord. Go ahead, stretch
Hold
it
on,
back,
let me
stretch
go.
it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to have to bring my own chair.
The best part is we've been doing the show naked, and
Yeah.
I saved
Well,
half of my Asian meatball to smear all over when we get done here.
I pay extra for that every week.
Exactly.
See, that's the best part is Leevis and I pay to do this show.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
And it is written in my contract that there will be Asian meatball sauce all over that 1972 corduroy chair.
Oh, don't worry. I took care of that.
and some of the meatballs spilled on there
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy. Well, Leevis,
Oh.
we're gonna have to let you go now.
All right, fair enough.
We
I'll be
are
listening to the
actually
show
approaching
later.
an hour on the show, and we still have one phone call to make.
Holy crap.
Oh,
We have to
Okay.
try and get a hold of Big Dog Rich because we have to get the answer to whether or not Confusion is
Oh,
the great
yeah.
uncle of Asian
Yes.
Matt.
I've been wondering
All right.
all this time.
And if he
Yeah.
doesn't answer this time, then you know what's going to happen? I'm going to call him again next
then,
week.
yeah. I was going to say, then Asian Matt's going to be in my spot again.
Again.
That's right.
All right. I see how this works. All right, well, good luck, and tell Big Rich hello from me.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, I'll do that, and you go ahead and tell who is it? Eminem and Kid Rock. Aren't
Yeah.
they from Michigan? There, yeah. Tell them I said hi.
And Honey
Yep.
Boo Boo.
And Honey Boo Boo.
We'll do. Yeah,
Mama June.
They were
Tell
at the
Mama
campfire
June.
tonight. They were at the campfire tonight, so yeah, I'll
nice.
just.
By
let
the
them
way, real quick before you go, I did read on the internet today that Mama June announced her stripper date tour. She's stripping at strip clubs across America, and she has like 6 tour dates.
Hold on.
yeah. Matt, right? Get this in your calendar.
Try not to vomit.
You got to go for the goof.
Oh my god.
There's a selfie.
Is that true?
It's
is that
true.
real?
She lost like 40 pounds. She's still a fat slob,
Oh my god.
and she's going to be stripping. And there was like an advertisement, and we looked at it, and it said, come on out and have a good time from 11 to 2 a.m. at this strip club, and then
Oh,
I'll be
my
at this strip
God.
club on this date. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh, the worst part is her daughter's going to do it with her.
Well, I think we need a live remote from Leevis at one of those events to report
I
on
think-
on what's
I think
going
you just
on.
answered your question about why do they pixelate Asian movies?
And there you go.
There it is.
They just pixelate
Yeah.
out Mama June.
Yes.
That's like half the
Some big
screen.
Take some big pixels.
That's a lot of pixels. That's megapixels.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Oh. All right, Leevis, we'll let you go. Time to get back to your family. Time to get back
Have
to
fun.
real
Have a good
life
drive
there.
back.
We got
Sounds good.
we got one
Thanks a
call,
lot.
one more drink, and an Asian meatball to knock off here.
Sweet.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right.
Love you, Leevis.
All right.
Oh, Leevis, everybody.
Leevis.
He just can't stay away from the show.
I know.
He couldn't
I know.
do it.
Even
Couldn't
when he's
do it.
not here, he's here.
I don't even think the phone rang.
I just picture him for like the past hour, like with his finger over the answer button. Please call. Please call. Please
It's gonna
call.
light
Please
up.
call.
It's gonna light up. It has to light up.
He's gonna call any second. He said he would call.
I'm half the damn show. It's gonna light up.
Yeah.
Kids, get out of here! Why are you bothering me? He's gonna call!
I think you just did that perfectly. All right, let me see if I can get a hold of Big Dog Rich here. Talk amongst yourself while I look up his phone number here.
So I was trying to go to France.
That's perfect. All right, if I put in RICH, it says you are not. Oh, yeah, exactly. There we go, Rich. Oh, as long as we got the phone cranking here, let's give him a call. He has no idea we're calling again, so let's give it a shot.
Sweet.
Hopefully we don't get voicemail again. Hopefully he's not in the shower. Two ring-a-dingy. Three ring-a-dingy.
Once you get to the third,
yeah,
it's generally, that's it.
We're going to call this the Big Rich voicemail segment. You're never going to get an answer.
No, I'm gonna wonder this for months and years, maybe.
Your call has been forwarded
Maybe
to
this
an
time I'll
automated
just let his
voice
phone number
messaging
play on the
system.
air.
Yeah.
No.
Two.
Can't do that. All right, it'll come back up here in a moment. Get rid of that. There you go.
Hey.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or
Big
press
Rich.
1 for more options.
So, Big Dog Rich, Jdawg from the Jdawg and Leevis show. So do you always shower around this time? 'Cause we really are dying to find out if Asian Matt's uncle, he's in the studio again this week, is confusion. We are just dying. We hear confusion on a weekly basis. He says he sounds familiar. We went through the family tree.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Rich, you got to answer the phone one of these times. We don't care if you're naked in the shower.
You got to help me out with my heritage here.
We're both naked right now. I'm smearing Asian meatballs all over Asian Matt's chest. It's a wonderful evening, but you know he's really hurting. He's dying here, so we're going to keep calling you every week till you answer the phone. So next week, come home from work a little earlier and scrub those nuts a little sooner. Thanks, Big Rich from the Black Dog Radio Show. Richard, thank you. Bye. All right, so we didn't get a hold of him again. We'll see. We'll see.
I just want to solve the question of my heritage.
You know what we should do? I should call you
Okay.
tomorrow night, and then three-way call into a show between 8 and 9. I'll probably be somewhere near Minnesota, but if I could get a hold of you and we could call into a show, maybe we could do it on his show.
Maybe.
Yeah.
8 and 9.
Between 8 and 9 is his show.
All right.
Maybe I'll try and set that up.
All right.
We're not pulling the camper, so my wife can drive, so I can do this in the passenger seat.
Oh, nice.
Kids, quiet down. We are trying to figure out Asian Matt's heritage and calling one of the dirtiest, raunchiest shows you've ever heard in your life.
Nice.
So just please be quiet.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, we are now sitting here probably at about 1:10 if you want to add the song to it.
All right.
So I need you to pick up that 10-string gilly there
With my
in your corduroy chair, all looking like Leevis.
corduroy chair, not Leevis's corduroy chair.
Yeah, I got to give that to you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, podcast number 21 of the Jdawg and Asian Matt show, which is actually part of the Jdawg and Leevis show. I think Asian Matt's going to be out here quite a bit. He seems to keep finding a reason to tell his wife why he has to leave the house. What was your reason tonight?
I went to get a pack of cigarettes.
Pack of cigarettes. Okay.
Yep. And I've been gone for 5 hours.
Went to get a pack of cigarettes in DeKalb County. They're cheaper.
Yes.
Cheaper county over. All right, well, that's podcast number 21. Had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you for listening. You can always, I say it every week, we just don't get it. You can always email us. Please email us. Somebody email us. Terry, if you're listening, our number one fan, just send me an email. Just say hi. Or just say the show sucks. Something. So I can do like a real radio show and say, hey, let's check the emails.
Oh.
So-and-so said this, so-and-so said this, we love you, we love... I don't get to do that. Nobody emails Jdawg and Leevis. Nobody. Please, email us at jdawgandleevis@gmail.com. That's JDAWGANDLEEVIS. You can't get it wrong. It's all one word. jdawgandleevis@gmail.com. Tell us what you want to hear in music. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Tell us to put our clothes back on. Tell us the show sucks. Just tell us something.
I'm going to email you.
I'm just kidding. We get like hundreds of emails a day. I was just kidding. I'm just joshing.
Fortunately, you don't sound desperate or anything, so...
Yeah, go ahead and email the show if you get a chance. Okay. You can always reach us here on our hosted website, www.spreaker.com/Jdawg and Leevis. YouTube, it's out there for you. You can go to YouTube and subscribe and get our shows sent right to your phone every time one is recorded and uploaded.
Nice.
Go to YouTube and type in Jdawg and Leevis. Bam! There you go. All the shows. You can go on iTunes. Most people do that on the train. Out here in
Do
the
the iTunes?
Out here in the Chicagoland, they pop on the iTunes and they look for podcasts.
Well, look for this